You know, every time I recite a Rumi story on YouTube, there's always someone who tells me you shouldn't present this spiritual wisdom as a cure for modern problems. Masnavi Manavi, this book is not a self-help book, and you shouldn't degrade it to that. Well, to that, I say, let's hear the writer's response. Mowlana Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi, also known as Rumi, is a poet and Sufi mystic from the 13th century who wrote many books, including this one, Masnavi Manavi. I showed you once, yeah. Masnavi Manavi, a series of insightful poems and stories that some of them are very famous, but there's one story that most Persian speakers know, but they only know half of it. Why? I don't know. I didn't know the full story until a few days ago, so how about I tell you the story and you tell me why no one knows the real ending of Moses and the shepherd. Musa wa Shaba. Moses the prophet was walking in a desert when he saw a shepherd talking in the dark. Where are you, God? I want to be your servant. I want to wash your clothes and kill your lice. دستکت بوسم بمالم پایکت وقت خواب آید بروبم جایکت. I'll kiss your hands, I'll rub your feet, I'll make your bed tidy and neat. ای فدای تو همه بزهای من ای به یادت هی هی و هی های من. All day for you I sing these notes, for you I'd give all of my goats. Who are you talking to? Asked Moses, shocked. To God, said the man, great God who made us and made life. Moses could not believe his ears. این چه ژاژ است این چه کفر است و فشار پنبه‌ای اندر دهان خود فشار. Blasphemy, foul, you've been rotten. Your mouth should be stuffed with cotton. Your thoughts are foul winds that poison the entire world. Clothes and food are for you, a mundane, tethered creature, not for the glowing sun of life, the origin of everything and anything. Only created things need a cause to live and die. God is not a creation. He is the cause. And judging him by the laws of the mundane cycle of creation and corruption is nothing but polytheism. You are a pagan. The shepherd was now terrified and heartbroken. گفت ای موسی دهانم دوختی و از پشیمانی تو جانم سوختی. Oh Moses, you sew my mouth shut. This regret you seared in my gut. جامه را بدرید و آهی کرد تفت سر نهاد اندر بیابانی و رفت. He ripped his clothes, he sighed and seared. Into the dunes he disappeared. After the shepherd left, a revelation descended upon Moses and said things that remain to be some of the most famous lines of Mowlana. تو برای وصل کردن آمدی، نی برای فصل کردن آمدی. You were born to bring together. You were not sent to tear and sever. Every soul has its own way of expression. What is blasphemy to you, Moses, is praise to him. What is honey to him is venom to you. But to us, God, none of those matter. ما زبان را ننگریم و قال را ما درون را بنگریم و حال را. We heed no tongue nor those who speak. We hear the hearts and what they seek. موسیا آداب دانان دیگرند سوخت جان و روانان دیگرند. Moses, some live by the manners of mind. Burning hearts belong to another kind. ملت عشق از همه دینها جداست. عاشقان را مذهب و ملت خداست. Nation of love knows no right or reason. God is the lover's only religion. Moses was now profoundly moved. He was in a very special state, and In that state, God revealed to him secrets of life and knowledge that not everyone is permitted to know. بر دل موسی سخنها ریختند، دیدن و گفتن به هم آمیختند. Upon his heart new words to find, the sight and sound now intertwined. He was in a state of not knowing and knowing it all, a status that Mowlana says is impossible to describe. He says, ور بگویم عقلها را برکند، ور نویسم بس قلمها بشکند. That if I say, the minds will ache, and if I write, the pens will break. Now Moses knew what to do. He began a journey to find the poor man. He traced the shepherd's footsteps as the path of a burning heart is distinct from any other. He walked for days and nights across the burning sand. گاه چون موجی برافرازان علم، گاه چون ماهی روان بر شکم. The waves he was, arising tall, the fish he was, who slowly crawl. Until finally he found the shepherd. Good news! New commands have come from God. The way you pray is the only way to pray. هیچ آدابی و ترتیبی مجو، هر چه میخواهد دل تنگت بگو. No forms to bind, no rules to seek. Speak the tongue you long to speak. Now, this is where the story ends for many people. But the shepherd actually has something to say. He smiled at the prophet and said, "It has been 100,000 years since we last met. You did something to me that I cannot describe." گفت ای موسی از آن بگذشتم، من کنون در خون دل آغشتم. Something more, Moses, I have found. In my heart's blood I have been drowned. تازیانه برزدی اسبم بگشت، گنبدی کرد و ز گردون برگذشت. You struck your lash, my steed took flight, domed to the sky and past the light. I am no longer that shepherd that you saw, and this is not even me speaking to you. I am no more than a reflection in the mirror, nothing more than a vessel that echoes his voice. He said that and walked away so that Mowlana could deliver the final blow. حمد تو نسبت بدان گر بهتر است، لیک آن نسبت به حق هم ابتر است. Your lofty praise, though higher than his, towards the high Lord, still hollow it is. You believe you are superior to him, but on a larger scale, you are not all that different. If anything, the shepherd was the one who offered pure love, while the souls of the intellectuals are often tainted by pride. But God accepts their prayers too because He's loving and patient. In fact, این زمین از حلم حق دارد اثر، تا نجاست برد و گلها داد بر. The earth will speak of God's manners that takes the waste and gives flowers. Okay, there were so many twists in this short story, I really can't add anything. So I leave that up to you guys. I'm Sara, a daughter of Iran, and thank you very much for watching this video.